When city resources are tight, phrases like every dollar counts are quick to be thrown out. But what about efforts to bring in money that's owed to the city? We discovered that right now the city of Austin has failed to collect $7.5 million in unpaid parking tickets, some outstanding for years.
KXAN investigator Kylie McGivern asked the city about the lack of enforcement when those dollars could be put to good use.
You have to be a commercial vehicle to park here. All right.
Over just a few blocks.
An expired pay station receipt.
In under an hour.
I'm just going to issue it a citation for being parked in this zone.
Lyndon Maris issued hundreds of dollars worth of parking tickets.
This one I'm going to get for tow-away zone, because you see the little tow truck symbol right here. We're going to put the citation on the vehicle where they can see it.
We've added about 3 officers in the last 3 years, and we have approximately 32 officers that are out citing vehicles now.
Since 2014, the Austin Transportation Department has issued an average 150,000 citations a year.
With more officers, of course, we would write more citations, and we'll be doing some business planning next year and looking at that.
But no matter how many parking enforcement officers are writing tickets, bottom line, people are not always paying up. More than 100,000 citations are outstanding citywide.
That's alarming. It's a large number. That is a staggering amount, and I'm surprised. And there's quite a few with those large numbers.
Like the most recent top offender, a man who racked up 119 tickets over a 2-year span. Austin Municipal Court says he owes the city more than $5,800.
Is that reasonable?
Well, I've run into this. It's kind of like fishing. You don't always catch the fish. You know, sometimes you have the bait and everything, but you don't catch them.
To track down that driver, who appears to work for a valet company, we called, reached out on social media, and even went to his last known address. Turns out he'd moved a year before. But we learned eventually, after being booted and towed, the driver lost his vehicle. It's a case the city calls extreme.
I think we have a collection rate of probably just over 70%.
Is there anything more that you'd like to see to maybe get that 70% up even higher?
I mean, booting someone's car and stopping it in its place or towing it away is pretty tough. Those people are liable for it. They should pay it.
But the Austin Transportation Department says it's not about the dollar amount on the ticket. It's about turning over the city's limited amount of parking spaces. But that's easier said than done. The company contracted for the last decade to collect these fees says there's no hammer, meaning there's no arrest warrant attached to the ticket. But that contract is coming up, and as council considers what company to go with, we also asked them what more they can do to strictly enforce parking laws. We will be sure to keep up with that and let you know the latest. Kylie McGivern, KXAN Investigates. Back to you.
All right, Kylie, thank you very much. And we learned it takes a while to get to the point where collections are involved. The process starts with a 30-day period to pay or dispute your ticket in court. If it's not resolved, you then get a last chance letter. And after 6 months, it finally does go to collections. But we also discovered, even at that point, there's not a lot left the city can do to make you pay up. In Austin, leaders have chosen to make it a civil offense and not a criminal one.
And like Kylie mentioned, that means you cannot be arrested for not paying. However, in extreme cases like the driver in Kylie's story, there are a few other options.
Right. If you have 3 or more unpaid parking tickets, the court can direct the transportation department to boot or tow your vehicle. But in the past 2 years, it has booted just 130 cars and only towed 8. And you might ask, why not do more compared to larger Texas cities? The problem here is a lot smaller. While Austin has $7.5 million in unpaid parking tickets, Dallas has more than 14 times that amount at $107 million. Online now, see how Austin stacks up with other cities when it comes to enforcement. Which cities boot more, which ones tow more. It's all in the investigative section of KXAN.com right now.